Okay then, what I want to do is I want to analyze a particular trade that I took today, and I want to explain how I analysed that trade and broke that trade down into numerous time frames. So first of all, let's take a look at the 4 hour here. This is the Euro USD. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. You can see here that we have the B low. Just remove this. You can see where they have the B low of the AB swing, and the B low is at 25.21. Can we see how this particular candle right here, this is the candle we're talking about right here, this opened below the B low. So previous support now looks like it might be resistance right at this point right here. Now, once we've identified this area here through different time frames, we can see that if we look at this subswing of the A to B, A is at 25.75, the B is at 24.33 area. It's not quite, yep, around about spot on 24.31 area. You can see that we're retraced in the Fibonacci's to a 61.8. Now this is the part that we start getting extremely interested, okay? If we then now look at a 15 minute and we break this same time frame down and this same AB swing onto the 15 minute, we can see that this is the swing right here. Just let me move this AB swing. This is the same swing, the 25.75A to the B low of 24.32, 24.33 area. You can see that what I've done is I've actually broken down from the 1 hour, this swing. I've now produced that swing on the 15 minute. Once again, this is the 61.8. Now, previous support is resistance at the 61.8, but more to the point as well, what we've also got is we've got a candlestick formation of an evening star. So just let's zoom in a little bit to that, shall we? Let's have a look at this a little bit closer. So what we've got is we've got the AB swing on the 15 minute that we identified here on the 1 hour, 61.8, 15 minute, same swing, I've drawn the same swing on the 15 minute, 61.8, previous support areas, these are your previous support areas here, now become resistance at this area and also form this lovely evening star. What I've also done is I've drawn this particular uptrend line right here, and we get a full body break below this. Now this is your full body break candle, but more to the point, we have a break of the uptrend line, okay? Not quite right, the trend line, but there we go, it's around about right. So we've now gone from the 1 hour to the 15 minutes. We've identified right here on the 1 hour previous support. We can put this previous support right here becomes resistance at this level right here. And then what we've done is we've gone to the 15 minute and we've put the same AB swing and drawn the Fibonacci's on the AB swing, and we can identify here that we've got the previous support becomes resistance. So let's now go from the 15 minute and go to the 5 minute and draw the exact same swing on the 5 minute chart. Now this is the 5 minute chart. You've got your A, B swing, the large swing. I've drawn the exact same swing, and here once again we have a 61.8 retracement because it's the same swing. But more to the point, once again, let's take a look at this. We've got a nice evening star candlestick formation. Now the same uptrend line on the 5 minute, what we get now is we get this full body candle break below the trend line, which means that we can potentially now look to enter the trade on the open of the next candle. And this of course right here is the candle that we're talking about, this candle right here, okay? So we can enter a trade on the open of that particular candle. But an interesting point that we should be looking at is when we look at the 4 hour, and let's take a look at the 4 hour, look at this particular candle right here, this candlestick right here. So let me highlight this for you. This candlestick right here, you can see that we've got the B, previous support, now is providing resistance at that level for this particular candle, and it's this particular candle that we're now interested in because this candle helps us provide the same swing, okay? Back to the 1 hour, remember 25.75, sorry 25, this area right here at 25.20 area, this particular candle right here, previous support, becomes resistance at the 25.20 area. If we look on the 4 hour, 25.21, what we've got is we've got a candle that is now below previous support. Looks like it could now be resistance. I hope you can see how all this is actually tying in. We've gone from the 4 hour, we've opened on this candle, we're below the previous support, so now potentially we would expect this previous support to now provide resistance. By going to the 1 hour, we can see at that very same level, this you can see is the low point. This is now the candle that we're talking about, this area. We're now at the 61.8 of a swing and below this downtrend line. Now, things are starting to add up. Potentially, we've got a resistance area starting and forming right here. This is opened below the resistance area. The previous candle, this candle right here, has been below the previous support, now resistance. So, potentially, we can start to look for this trade. So then we went to the 1 hour. We're at the 61.8 of this A-B swing, but no entry point. It's not giving us an entry point other than we say to ourselves, well, we could potentially enter this trade because we're at a 61.8. But if we then go down another time frame, we can break it down further. We've got the A-B swing. We've now got this candlestick formation that we're talking about now. It's given us further confirmation. We've now got an evening star, and now we're starting to break this uptrend line. Another reason why this is potentially turning out to be a very good trade, or is lining up to be a very good trade. But I'm not going to just stop there. I'm now going to move to the 5 minute, and let's take a look at the 5 minute. Now remember, on the 5 minute, this is what we were looking at. The AB swing, exactly the same swing. Look at this lovely evening star once again. Same, we've got the evening star formed right here. But now, what we're providing ourselves is a better entry, because we've got the same uptrend line that we've drawn in right here. This is your full body break candle below the trend line, so this has now given us an entry point right here on this particular candle. So just let's zoom into that one particular candle that we're talking about. So this is now our entry candle, the open. So we're opening right here. This is our open. We're opening right here. This is our potential area to go short. Okay, now your stop would be above the high. So if we just go back to the 15 minutes, this is where we're looking at entering. You could have taken a stop right here at the 61.8, because what we've got is we've got an area here, whereas if you'd moved just a little bit higher above the trend line, this would have been a very nice stop area. This would be the safe bet, because this is your A high, and if it was going to take out this A high, then you've got a potential reversal. But it didn't, so to protect yourself, you can choose a little bit better stop. So on the 5 minute, what we do is we're entering on this particular candle right here, and we place our stop above the last high. But for safety reasons, this is the downtrend line. Place it just above the downtrend line, so if it comes back up to kiss and then fall, we're still reasonably safe and we're out of the swing. So you now enter the trade, and what we did do, we entered the trade here, and this then gave you a great move. I mean, that's over 100 pip move. This was an excellent trade, but I hope you can see just how I in actual fact have set up, used different time frames. Using the different time frames, look at this, previous support becomes resistance. This candle previously has been below and has found resistance at the previous support area. Moving on to the 1 hour, this is the same area, 61.8 retracement. Moving back to the 15 minute, this has given us an evening star on the 15 minute, same swing, A-B swing, 61.8 retracement. We're getting a break of the trend line, so this has given us additional confirmation. A reversal pattern, break of the trend line, move to your 5 minute to give you a better entry. This is an evening star, continued. It's found again support on the back of this trend line, but now we've got the break, full body break below the trend line. This is your entry point. This was a great trade. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope I've explained that okay. Thank you very much. I just thought that I'd give you this update. Thank you.